Well, who are you? Well, it is me, Lucky, from the Lucky Charms, the Lucky Stones, there. But I'm also here to tell you that I am also a keeper of a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Well, I Rainbow Bright, and I have made sundriest rainbows. Well, God has made sundriest rainbows, and He only worked through me and with me to do it. But I never met a leprechaun or whatever the English word would be for a being like you, since that's got to be a Gaelic borrowed word of some kind. You're right. You're right, lassie. You're right. It is a Gaelic borrowed word. I could be called a small folk. Well, and then I Rainbow Bright. Good to meet you, Lucky. Good to meet you too, Twink says. I just didn't think beings like you, would be living in Rainbow Land. Oh, we don't live in Rainbow Land there, Twink. We live wherever the rainbow, at the end of whatever rainbow God happens to make. And it so happens that this rainbow God has made, I'm at the end of it. So let me guess, Rainbow Bright. You want my pot of gold? No, I didn't come for any pot of gold or any kind of gold. I came to make everything green for Holy Fellow Patrick's Day, which is coming up on the 7th between of this month. Well, then you do. Then you're going to make everything green for that holy day, that Christendom holy day, are you not? Yes, I will. And that's what I'm going to do. Patio Green gave me some green star mite. Twink, came with a green star mite? All right, I'll do that. Here you go, Rainbow. Patio Green. You know Patio Green. Yes, I know Patio Green. She's one of my cast kids. Well, then, that Patio Green happens to be my sister. And it's been a long time since I've seen her. How is she doing these days? Patio Green's doing very fine, Lucky. She's one of the most hardworking cast kids I've ever known. All right, stand back. I don't want to get a rainbow on you. I don't want to get more green on you than we already have, Lucky. Well, there you go. You got the clovers being green. Yeah, and I also gonna get the necklaces being green too. Those trees are gonna have green leaves. There's gonna be green in the rainbow. Well, Rainbow Bright, you're doing God's work, aren't you? Yes, I do God's work. I've been the bringer of the cast in the beauty and the brightness and light for 40 years. Now, most likely 41 years now. But Lucky, it's not me that does it. It is God that does it. He only works with me and through me to do it. So God gets the thanks. Well, that is good to know. That is really good to know. Yeah, Twink says, Rainbow's been working for God and Jesus for 40 years or 41 years. And God and Jesus work through her and with her to do all of it. It's them that do it. Rainbow doesn't get any thanks for it. Well, I want to, there, you're right there, young Twink. When anyone who works for God, it is God that does all the work. He works through you and with you to do the work, but it's God that gets the thanks. And by the way, Rainbow Bright, what was your true name before you became Rainbow Bright? Wisp. Oh, another Gaelic borrowed name. So lovely. Yes, my name was Wisp before I became Rainbow Bright, Well, it's good meeting you, Rainbow Bright. It is good meeting you too, Twink. And don't forget to tell my sister Patio Green that I said hi. I will, Lucky. I will, Lucky. And I got to be going because if there aren't folks after me pot of gold, there are most likely folks after me for my lucky charms, the lucky stones. They still after you for this day for it? Yes, they are, and I got to be going. And yes, they are, and I got to be going now. Well, that was me. That was me and Twink, talking with Lucky from the Lucky Charms or Lucky Stones cereal, whatever the English word for that would be. Since Holy Fellow Patrick's Day is coming up soon, it's just my little way of, making a film for that holy day or holiday that's coming up. And by the way, everyone, have a rainbow day.